everyone, my name is Sam and today I'll be doing a Discrepant event called Making a Red-Blue Carnation. I would use this Discrepant event either at the beginning of a unit or somewhere in the middle, just depending on where your kids are at. I feel like a lot of kids have misconceptions about how the forces of osmosis and capillary action work within a flower. So this might work at the beginning of a unit, but like I said, it's just depending on where your students are. I would probably also ask my students to predict what they might think would happen to the flower. Will it change colors? Will it stay the same? Or will there be multiple colors that show up on the flower? So for this Discrepant event, these are the materials you're going to need. You'll need 1 white carnation, slightly dehydrated. Just don't give it water for a few days, just so it still has its bright white color. Half a cup of water, so about 1/4 of a cup in each of the beakers here. The 2 beakers, as stated. 20 to 30 drops of blue and red food coloring in each. I only have blue and pink, so the pink is a little duller, but it still works. A pair of scissors, and then paper towel and gloves so you don't stain your hands or your countertop. So I'm going to show you how to do this setup, and then I'll show you what the results are. This Discrepant event does take a little while, about 20 to 25 minutes, so I would have the kids set it up once they get in the classroom and then do their observations at the end of class. So be prepared to have some other activities planned for them. Here I have the carnation, and I'm going to cut the stem lengthwise, so each end is in a glass. Just be careful cutting it. Sometimes it's easy to just slip and cut the wrong one or the wrong way, but make sure it stays pretty much lengthwise. You'll cut up pretty far up, like so. And I'm going to set the flower aside and put the food coloring in the glasses. As stated, I would probably put 20 to 30 in each, just so they can really see the effect. But because this is just the setup, I'm just going to put in a couple in. And I also do not have stir rods, so I'm just going to use the stem from the flower that I cut previously, just to stir it up a little bit. And then you have your flower, and you will put each part of the stem in one of the glasses, so the water will actually move up the flower. And if you have a graduated cylinder or something to keep it upright, that also helps. Maybe clothespins might work in the classroom. But this is essentially how you do the setup for this. And I'm going to try and move it over for you guys so you guys can see the results. And when you have the results, this is what it looks like. Dry it off real quick. Here is the flower that has a little bit of the pink. Like I said, red works a lot better probably, but I only had pink with me. And the blue is very vibrant, so you can actually see the colors in them. This Discrepant event shows the properties of water through osmosis and capillary action. It shows the water diffusing through the membranes in the stem as well as throughout the flower, which tells us that water doesn't just stay in the roots of a plant. The adhesive and cohesive forces that water possess actually help capillary action work. So that is how the water moves up through the flower and the stem. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this Discrepant event, and I hope you guys can use it in your classrooms.